Pearson Airport, a place for people to travel to ordinary places and do ordinary things. They can even buy ordinary maple syrup candies. But for me, a traveling need in the wilderness known as the public domain, I look for opportunity. Opportunity to draw, that is. What types of inspiration are you going to find in the public domain? You'll never really know until it hits you right on the head. Like, for example, these guys on TV who were inspired to throw leather balls at each other. They call it like sports or something. I don't really get it. Or the person who decided to put this duck on a beer tap. Interesting. Maybe I can find my own inspiration somewhere else. Maybe a little bit more quiet. Finding a quiet place inside an airport sounds like an impossible task. At least there's a sitting area here, like this. Maybe this will be a good spot to sit. Hello, fellow neats. So today I'm in the Pearson Airport in Toronto. I'm about to board my flight to Japan, but before we go, maybe I try getting this mission. I'm starting to realize how weird it is to film in public. Yeah, I get people looking at me kind of weird. I'm just trying not to be too much of a hindrance at most. Hopefully people can understand. Anyways, I'm going to maybe try, maybe I can try drawing my surroundings, not to bother anybody too much. But yeah, let's get to it. So the interesting thing I find about Pearson Airport that's kind of unique is just the kind of very modern look to it. The windows are very big. You got the screens. It's really trying to send the idea that Canada, is a, highly modernized nation. There we go. And I would say overall it looks really nice. Although I would say most places in Canada do not look like this. But I think to be a good representation for your country, you should really make sure your airports are nice. So today I will be using my pocket note from Mujirishi, and let's see, what do we get for a random pen today? That's a refill. Oh, this one, the Kuretake Fude Gokochi. I really like this pen because it gives you some line variation while still having some like control. It's like a marker pen. It gives you a good amount of variation, but the thing with brush pens is that when you have too much variation, you have a lack of control. I think this pen is really good at balancing 2023, balancing control with like variety, I guess. December 18th. So I'm gonna try drawing some of my surroundings now, because I think it is pretty interesting. There is a lot of people here, and it is really awkward to be around people. It's honestly giving me some anxiety, but I have to bear with this. I guess I'm gonna be drawing some of the people around me too, so that's gonna be new. I'm gonna start with maybe the foreground, so I'm gonna draw some of the people that are directly in front of me. Or maybe I might even just draw like what's in my face right now, which is this camera, my iPhone, and you know, the amount of people is making me a little bit nervous, but should be fine. I can bear with it. I can bear with it. I just draw this iPhone. That is my camera that I've been using. I'm really grateful to the people who donated to make this iPhone possible to get. Because now I'm able to film on the go like this. It's a very convenient setup and it makes it very easy for me to just pick up the pen and draw whatever. So I'm going to try to get the gimbal and the iPhone down. And here's the neck of the gimbal. It's cool to draw some mechanical parts. I like drawing mechanical parts. I'm not too fond of drawing mechanical parts with this pen because the line variation makes it feel less mechanical, in my opinion. But it's still pretty good, I would say. Just, it still gives you that enough control, just enough control that it doesn't feel completely out of the ordinary to draw that with this. So I just draw the hilt of this gimbal. It is coming together. And then I have my little I have my microphone here. This is to get some good quality audio so that my voice comes through. You know, it's really, I guess, I don't know if it's out of character for a NEET to be going outside and going to Japan. I don't know. Japan seems like the land of the NEETs, so maybe it is perfectly in character. And in the end, it's like, why do I have to even listen to anyone anyways? What's in character, what's not? It is a vlog anyways. I don't get why would people want to control what I do with my life? I'm just getting the stilts, I guess? No, the legs of this tripod parts now. There we go. That looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Now, maybe I can draw some just wiring, because it is a little bit messy here, so it is a weird setup, but it works, and it's my setup, so therefore it's the most powerful setup. That's the tripod done. Now maybe I can draw, like, the reason why I like to draw the foreground first is so that when I draw the background, I don't accidentally overlap the background onto the foreground. That's something, because I draw with pen, so I find it's always best to do the foreground first, because you don't accidentally miscalculate your backgrounds, I guess. And now my cute as all hell pen case. I love it. It's adorable. I got this last time I was in Japan, and then I saw it at Staples and I was like, oh, I could have just got it here. Seems like they sell it both in Japan and in Staples. I thought it was so special having this cat. No, it's in Staples. And now there's like this display for ordering food in front of you. I think that's kind of cool. I don't know if all countries have that. Maybe put in the comments if your country has this or not in their airports. I'd assume that a lot of countries would try to make their airports have the best stuff as possible since it looks good on your country, but I don't know. I don't know how it is in every country.
If you are requesting wheelchair service, please come to gate E74. If you are requesting wheelchair service, please come to gate E74.
That's I don't know if you fully hear that, but that's the announcer calling some people to get their wheelchairs. It's drawing like the menu here. This kind of works. I think it's definitely worth it to bring around like a pocket sketchbook with you. It just keeps the habit going. Like you can go anywhere. Use it as a chance to get inspired. Just use anything around you and just completely jazzy. Just jazz it up. Just draw whatever's around you at the time. Anything can work. It doesn't need to be perfect or anything. It's fun. It's just that's the important part. And
Are we chilling right here?
I got the table. Got the card reader here. I'm just drawing the things in front of me. I don't know. Maybe this is gonna take a while. I'm having fun, and that's the important part. I think it's important to have some fun with your artwork. Card reader. I think normally just traveling in general can be stressful, but I think especially after COVID, it's really made me realize that you just need to, try to see the world, just to see for yourself what other things lie beyond. I know it's kind of strange for me to say. Someone who was a hikikomori throughout their teenage years, this is very out of character for me from back then. But I've learned to just say screw it sometimes. Just go with it. Just go with things. That's what makes life worth it in the end. It's just you gotta play it jazzy. Not everybody has the ability to do everything. So it's best to use all of the abilities you can. There's plenty of people out there in worse situations. And to do nothing with your own situation is just a waste. I can have my bag here. It looks pretty cool. I just love the weight you can put in with this pen. It adds so much depth. I think it makes it really enjoyable to just draw like with this depth. There we go. And this bag is coming quite nice. I got some stuff in it. And this is gonna look like ultimate spaghetti in there. I think that makes it more interesting though, when you have more spaghetti that having the straps. That adds more to it. There we go, and that's the table. I think I pretty much just got like the table, and then here, just a chair, and this, maybe the scope isn't quite as big as I hoped it would be, because this is mostly zoomed in on like the table area. But it should be fine. Sometimes I draw people in public and they don't really know I'm drawing them. It is a little bit awkward to look at them, but I don't know what to say. I don't. Other than just like, I just show them the picture sometimes afterwards and they're very happy with it, so I guess seeing them just, you know, happy with that makes it me feel good.
Air Canada Flight 12 Tokyo Haneda is now ready for boarding. Customers in Zone 1 are invited to board at gate B74.
Le vol Air Canada 1 à destination de Tokyo Haneda est maintenant prêt pour l'embarquement. Les passagers de la zone 1 sont priés de se présenter à la porte E74.
I'm just drawing through the outline of this person's hair. Thing. There's a thing. It's abstract. I'm becoming more abstract. Okay, that works. There's some people behind here, so there's another chair. No wait, that's not how it works. Shoot. Whatever, I'm just gonna go with it. There we go. So there's a person there. There we go. So he has hair. He's a Chinese man. And so he has very thick black hair, which I like drawing that because you can, with black ink, it comes out pretty well. And also there is another lady here with, she's like kind of gray, brownish hair. and she has a black trench coat or something. And there's the lights here on their table. It can be a little bit more abstract with these things because they're not close to me. And then there's some more people in the background here.
Please come to gateway 74. Passenger zone 2, please come to gateway 74. We check your boarding pass and the
Person
passport
up
at the gate. Thank you for your cooperation.
Bar over here. Shoot. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish this. I gotta get boarding, so waiting to just get on the plane. So I'm waiting in line for the plane. That's a lot of people. Well, it seems at least now that waiting's paid off because I'm actually starting to move somewhere. All I can really do is wait. Just waiting, and waiting. I know it's kind of a pain right now, but there's definitely rewards to come if you're patient. We're doing it. We're actually in the plane. Look at this. Wow. Amazing. Taking off in an airplane and landing is always an interesting experience. You go from seeing the perspective of everybody else to seeing the world you once knew as like ants and impotent creatures. And then once you see that, you ascend to the heavens above the clouds. It's not like I feel like a god or anything. It is a pretty interesting experience nonetheless. So I've been on the plane for about 12 hours now. I've been doing pretty normal plane stuff like sleeping, watching movies, or playing video games. I got some airplane food, like this pork noodle thing. Looks pretty good, so I'm gonna eat up and see you when I land. Finally descending into Tokyo. It's interesting to see the city from above. It's almost like it's a bunch of star constellations, although the density is absolutely insane compared to Canada. I can't imagine just how many buildings and lights you have to stack on top of each other to get that effect. I finally landed. God, my ass hurts. I need to get off this plane. One thing I realized about Japanese airports when I first got here was that they're absolutely huge. It takes forever to even walk down a single hallway. These places are meant for insane throughput. There's so many people going in and out of this country at the same time. On top of that, it seems like anywhere there's foot traffic, they try to sell you something in Japan. It makes a lot of sense though, and I would like to see if other countries could implement that. Hello everybody, I just got off the plane and now I'm at Haneda Airport, and so I need to make my way to the hotel, but I just came across these cool gachapon machines. This one has pagoda, and there's a bunch of varieties of stuff. I think there's Toy Story, Dragon Ball, bunch of different things. I just thought they're really cool to collect, but I don't have any change on me, so maybe later I'll get them. My favorite snacks, dried squid. Still feels warm to the touch. It's nice. I was really thirsty, so I went and got some tea
It's really nice to have tea available instead of a soft drink, because I don't always like drinking so much sugar, believe it or not. And also one of my favorite snacks, some smoked dried squid.